Right, hello, quickly, just before this review starts, I did actually forget to mention it in the video itself, but please do go and check out the Villa on Tour shop. I did mention it in the video yesterday, in the vlog yesterday. Link in the description. We've got mugs, we've got loads of clothing, t-shirts, hoodies. I like the phone cases. We've got them for Samsung and iPhone. The prices are as reasonable as I could have made them, so please do go and check that out. Link in the description to the Villa on Tour shop. Christmas is coming up, you know, if you've got any family members who fancy a bit of Villa on Tour merch, check it out. Without further ado, I'm going to stop waffling, on to the match review. Enjoy. Right, morning fellas, welcome back to another Villa on Tour video. Today I'm doing something brand new. I'm starting to do match reviews. Now I know the Villa View used to do them, but now they just leave that to their podcast. So in my match vlogs, I only get about 1 to 2 minutes to actually talk about the game at the end of a video, and not many people are actually going to watch it and stick around. So I thought, you know, after every game, I'd do a 10 to 12 minute just sit down video dedicated to that game the night before or a couple of days before, and just give my thoughts on it basically, because I don't normally get the time that I would probably like to go into it as deep as I would like in like a match day vlog, if you know what I mean. Normally I'd probably include your comments off Twitter. I'd put a tweet out and you can reply to them, and I'd include them in the video. Fans of other clubs, I'd get them on after the game. They can give their thoughts from a, you know, a different club's perspective, so that's good. But today, this is just a trial run. I'm sitting down by myself, just doing it, talking about the Newcastle game. Leave your thoughts in the comments if you do want to enjoy this. How can I improve it, etc., all things like that. So, Aston Villa 2, Newcastle United 0, comfortable. That's the only word I can come to think of that describes the whole game. Absolutely comfortable for Villa. Just going to talk about Newcastle quickly. Probably the worst side I've seen Villa play this season. I'm not being harsh. That is genuinely true. They are the worst side, especially to come to Villa Park this season. The front three, I'm going to talk about them. You saw in the intro, Saint Maximin. I think they signed him for 20 million in the summer. He was doing roulettes and stuff like he was just really bad. Yes, he's absolutely rapid. He's so quick. But he just stands on the ball most of the time. He kicks the ball out for throw-ins. He just seems a little bit clumsy for me. He's still very young. I know he is. He's got loads of time to develop. But right now, not the finished article at all. He was really poor. Joel Linton, their star striker, was £40 million. They signed him in the summer as well. He's only scored 1 goal, and that was against Tottenham away. I didn't even notice him during the game at all. I didn't even know he was there. Almiron as well. He played on the wings opposite Saint Maximin. He was 20 million. They signed him nearly a year ago. Hasn't scored, hasn't got an assist. So that front three is over £80 million. Newcastle fans, I know you're watching, let me know, are they normally that bad? I'm not being harsh. Are they genuinely always that bad? Because if they are, you lot are going to struggle for goals this season. You really are. Their best player, hands down, was their goalkeeper, Dubravka. He probably saved it from being 5 or 6. Between poor finishing and him making a lot of good saves, it could have been so many more. Especially in the first half as well. Douglas Luiz has an effort. He tipped over the bar. Class save against Ezri Konsa as well in the second half from a corner. Konsa probably should have scored, but fair play to Dubravka. He saved them again to Wesley, point blank save. I know Wesley probably should have done better again, but still, hands down, their best player. I think he's very underrated in the Premier League as well. When you think of the top goalkeepers in the Premier League, his name doesn't always come up, but I think he's probably in the top 6, possibly even top 5 goalkeepers in the league. Absolutely class he is. Enough of talking about Newcastle, let's talk about the mighty Villa then. If you haven't already checked out the Newcastle vlog, go and do that, link in the description and up there. But I think I said it in that video, we had to see a reaction from Wolves because we were that bad at Wolves. We just had to see a reaction, and I was confident we were going to see that under the lights at Villa Park. I know it's a cliche, but we always do well, especially at home this season. You know, under the lights as well. You have to say it, we are good. The atmosphere is always rocking, and it proved to help the team. It really did. I think it's safe to say we started on the front foot. Obviously, I talked about it then. Douglas Luiz had that effort on goal. I think we controlled the play. I think we had a massive amount of possession. I can't actually remember the exact stats, but we had a lot of the ball in the first half. Newcastle just didn't seem to come out of their own half. They were just relying on the pace of the front three to get them up the pitch. But in terms of their defence, 5 at the back, they just didn't come out their own half. It just screamed Steve Bruce, it really did. He obviously came for the point. He would have taken a point 100%. That's clear to see by the way they set up and the way that they didn't come out their own half at all. Half an hour in, we got the first goal. What a man Conor Hourihane is. I love him so much. The goal was similar to the one in Leipzig in pre-season, similar to the one at Blackburn he scored over a year ago. Absolutely fantastic. He touches off to Grealish. He doesn't always, from free kicks, he doesn't go over the wall, does he? He always goes round, and you'd think Steve Bruce would know that, and he just didn't. It was easy. Shifts it around the wall, keeper didn't move, wall didn't know what was going on. Fair play, Connor.
He's going to set it.
Goal. I'll talk about it a little bit more in a bit about the team selection and would I keep him in the upcoming games and things like that. Second goal was obviously the El Ghazi tap in. Again, Connor from free kicks, putting it in that corridor of uncertainty, always causes trouble with the goalkeepers and defender. Even if a defender got a touch on that ball, it might have been an own goal because it was so close to the keeper, but obviously the keeper couldn't come out. There was so much pace on it. His free kicks, honestly, they are such a weapon for us, and he needs to be in that side so we can take advantage of his set piece deliveries. In terms of El Ghazi, I've criticised him a lot, to be fair, in the last few weeks, but I thought he was fantastic last night, keeping Trezeguet out of the side. I think he had a point to prove as well, because when he came in, Bruce didn't really play him as much as he probably should. So El Ghazi was bang up for it. Grealish in an interview after the game said that El Ghazi had looked good in the last few days of training, so fair play to him. Just going to talk about a few individuals on the Villa side that I think did well yesterday. Horan, obviously, man of the match for me, keeps his place in the squad for the next 3-4 games at least. Tom Heaton as well, so close to being my man of the match. He's absolutely fantastic. I think the whole team just trusts him. He's so passionate, he's so comfortable, composed in everything that he does. I love watching him as well when we score a goal, because like I said, he's so passionate, he absolutely loves it. Made a good save in the first half from Fernandez. In the start of the second half from St. Maximum, it was bouncing just in front of him. So he's so comfortable. For £7 million, what a bargain, what a signing he is. Konsa at the back, I thought he was superb, keeping Engels out the side. I know Engels was injured, but for Man United, I'd probably keep Konsa in there. I think he's definitely a Dean Smith player, you can tell that. He's comfortable on the ball, he's quick, he knows what to do, he could have scored as well, probably should have, but he's fantastic. I'd probably keep him in for the Man United game. Let me know, would you put Engels back in if he's fit? For me, I'll probably keep with Konsa. Gilbert and Target as the fullbacks were quality as well. They did fantastically well. Gilbert just loves a slide tackle, doesn't he? He's absolutely fantastic. Grealish, quality as always. Imagine my shock. He hasn't played for, it must have been like a month now. Fair play to him. He came in, looks like he's never been away. Probably could have done a little bit better in the second half. You know, towards the end of the game, he probably should have had a strike on goal. But absolute quality, creating chances all over the place. If you're a defender and you see Jack Grealish running at you at speed, you've literally got no other choice than to foul him, because he's that fast, he can move the ball that quickly and dribble round you. You've got no choice to foul him, and then Horan steps up with the resultant free kicks, and that's where we thrive. McGinn had a quiet game, but you know, I'm not really too bothered. He'll be bang up for the game next week against Man United. Wesley, I thought, had a really good game. If that tapping went in, I think that would have been the complete performance, but unfortunately for him, Dubravka made the save. He probably should have done a little bit better, but I think he put in a good performance. I think if you're slating Wesley off that performance, you need to have a look at yourself, because I think he did really well. In terms of team decisions, the only thing I would probably change from Man United is I'd bring Nakamba in. I think against the big sides away from home especially, I think Man United are probably going to have more of the ball than we did against Newcastle, so I think Nakamba's got to start. Douglas Luiz at home against teams around us, I think that's where he's going to thrive. But against the big sides where we're not going to have a lot of the ball, I think Nakamba's got to start. Just quickly then, for our next game against Man United away, we haven't been brilliant against the top six this season, but Manchester United, they've been in the crap for the last few years, I think you could probably say. Sheffield United, they were 2-0 down, managed to get a draw out of that. But they've got to go to Astana on Thursday night, which is in Kazakhstan, miles away, so hopefully they may be a little bit tired. I actually fancy us. I've got a good feeling. I'd probably take a point. I probably would. But I wouldn't be massively surprised if we got all three, because Man United have been poor. We'll be bang up for it. They'll be in Astana, so why can't we go there and get all 3 points? Right then, just to wrap this up, we are 15th in the table. I think we're in a good place. We've got, I think it's a 4-point gap to the relegation zone, so that's all good at the moment. However, the fixtures coming up are not brilliant. United, Chelsea, Leicester, Sheffield United, but after that it does get a little bit easier. I know no games are easy, but those are the big ones over the Christmas period that we really do need to look out for. Southampton, Norwich, Watford, those ones. But that's where I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you very much for watching. This is the first match review I've ever done, so leave your thoughts. Is it any good? How can I improve it? I'll get other fans on, like I said, in upcoming games, upcoming reviews, things like that. But if you haven't enjoyed it, please do leave a like, comment all your thoughts on the Newcastle game. Go and watch the vlog from that game. I'll catch you later. Up the Villa.